Have you ever stood up just to grab a glass of water, only to hear the soft click of nails against the floor behind you? You turn around, and there they are, your dog, watching, waiting, ready to follow you into the kitchen, the hallway, even the bathroom. It doesn't matter if you're folding laundry or just moving from one room to another. Somehow, you always have a shadow with 4 legs and a wagging tail. It's sweet, sometimes funny, and occasionally a little inconvenient. But it also raises a simple question. Why do dogs follow us everywhere? Today, we will uncover the surprising mix of instinct, history, and emotion that turns your dog into your loyal little shadow, right here on History of Simple Things. To understand this behavior, we have to go back thousands of years, long before dog beds and chew toys, when the ancestors of modern dogs roamed alongside early humans. Domestic dogs, known scientifically as Canis lupus familiaris, are descended from gray wolves. Unlike cats, which largely domesticated themselves, dogs evolved in close partnership with humans. Wolves that were less fearful of people likely scavenged near human camps. Over generations, the friendliest and most cooperative wolves thrived, gradually evolving into the domestic dogs we know today. Following humans wasn't just cute, it was a survival strategy. In wolf packs, staying close to the group is essential. Wolves rely on cooperation to hunt, protect territory, and raise pups. A lone wolf is vulnerable. That deep-rooted pack instinct didn't disappear with domestication. Instead, it adapted. When you bring a dog into your home, you become part of their pack. And in a pack, members move together. If you get up and leave the room, your dog's instinct might quietly whisper, "The pack is moving, go too." But instinct is only part of the story. Over thousands of years, dogs didn't just tolerate humans, they bonded with us. Scientific studies have shown that when dogs and their owners gaze at each other, both experience a rise in oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. It's the same hormone released between parents and infants. This biological response strengthens attachment. So when your dog follows you from room to room, it may not just be instinct, it may be affection. They feel good being near you. There's also the simple matter of curiosity. Dogs experience the world primarily through scent and sound. You might be heading to the kitchen for a glass of water, but from your dog's perspective, you're walking toward a place filled with interesting smells and the possibility of food. Movement itself is intriguing. When something in their environment changes, like you standing up, it captures their attention. Following you allows them to gather information. Where are you going? What are you doing? Is there something exciting happening? Then there's reinforcement. If your dog once followed you into the kitchen and you happen to drop a piece of food, that moment becomes a powerful lesson. Dogs are excellent at connecting actions with rewards. Even subtle rewards count. A pat on the head, a quick "good dog" or eye contact. If following you consistently results in positive interactions, the behavior becomes stronger. Over time, it can turn into a habit. Some breeds are especially prone to shadowing behavior. Dogs originally bred for herding, such as Border Collies or Australian Shepherds, were selected for attentiveness and responsiveness to human movement. Their job required constant awareness of their handler's location and cues. Likewise, companion breeds, like Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, were bred specifically to stay close to people. For these dogs, following you isn't just normal, it's practically written into their DNA. Age and personality also play a role. Puppies often follow because they're learning about their environment and forming attachments. Senior dogs, on the other hand, may stick close because they feel more secure near someone familiar. And just like people, some dogs are naturally more independent, while others are clingier. Temperament matters. However, not all following behavior is purely positive. Sometimes, constant shadowing can signal separation anxiety. If a dog becomes distressed when you leave, whining, destructive chewing, pacing, or attempts to escape, that's different from simply trailing behind you. Separation anxiety is a deeper emotional response rooted in fear of being alone. It's important to recognize the difference. A relaxed dog who calmly follows you and settles nearby is usually expressing attachment. A dog who panics when you're out of sight may need training, reassurance, or help from a professional. Interestingly, research into canine cognition suggests that dogs are uniquely tuned to human social cues. Compared to even highly intelligent animals like chimpanzees, dogs are remarkably skilled at interpreting pointing gestures and eye direction. They evolved not just to live near us, but to understand us. Following you may be part of that attentiveness. They are watching for signals, subtle shifts in posture, tone of voice, or direction. In a sense, they're constantly checking in. There's also safety in proximity. In the wild, sticking close reduces risk. Even in a modern home, that instinct lingers. Your dog may feel safest when they can see or hear you. Your presence signals stability. The world makes sense when the pack leader, or at least the favorite human, is nearby. Food, affection, instinct, curiosity, safety, these threads weave together into a behavior that feels deeply personal. When your dog curls up at your feet while you work or follows you into a room only to lie down and sigh, it can feel like devotion, and in many ways, it is. But it's devotion shaped by thousands of years of shared history. So the next time you stand up and hear that familiar padding behind you, pause for a second. Instead of seeing it as clingy or amusing, recognize it as the echo of an ancient partnership. Your dog isn't just following you to the bathroom. They're responding to instincts shaped in wolf packs, bonds strengthened by oxytocin, lessons reinforced by treats, and a deep evolutionary story that turned wild animals into family. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.